Coach, just kind of being back in Pullman now, getting back out here, working through spring ball. Just kind of what's it been like these first 10 days?
It's been good. Really, the group's working hard from my position standpoint, if that's what you're asking. I think they're working hard. They're really good kids, very willing, and like I said, doing everything we ask right now. Obviously, we've got a long ways to go to get to where we need to get to, but the kids are working for that every day.
Probably the first time you've coached a 6'11" offensive lineman?
Yeah, first one. O'Connell's 6'9", so that's pretty close. Not quite 6'11", but
what have you kind of seen from Jack and his development and his progress?
He's a great kid. He's got a lot of talent, a lot of ability. He obviously, just doesn't have a lot of experience playing football, and so everything's new to him. So it's, he sees things on a daily basis he's never seen before, and so the best thing happening right now is he's getting 1 million reps, and so he attacks it every day, shows up every day with a great attitude, and really has done a great job.
With Sam and Falili coming to your position unit, kind of flipping over, what have you seen kind of their early stages of playing offensive line?
Really good to begin with. Obviously, you hit that middle point where you kind of hit a wall a little bit. I think that's where Lili's at right now. I think he's got a lot of really natural talent. But then all of a sudden, you get through 9-10 installs, a bunch of different plays. Now the defense is getting through their installs. It's not quite just base defense anymore. So there's a million things moving 1 million miles an hour for him right now. And so he's hit a wall a little bit, but he'll be fine.
And then, when fall rolls around, you'll have a new addition, Grant Stevens from Northern Colorado. Just your opinion on him and what he's going to be able to bring to your offensive line?
We're really excited about Grant. Like I said, it's one of those things. He's a very mature kid, brings a lot of experience to the table, a lot of snaps, and a lot of talent. And so we're excited to get him out there, get him in the rotation, and get him going day one.
What was it about the program or the town or this team or staff that really got you back?
This was the best 6 years of my career, and some of my best memories, and the best things that kind of ever happened to me in my career up to that point have all happened here. And so it was a great place. It just my family and I love. This is really where my kids' hometown is. This is what they kind of see as their hometown. And so, and then too, Coach Dickert's vision. Sitting down, didn't know Coach Dickert. Obviously had respect for him, just as competing against him a couple times at two different places. But just sitting down and listening to his vision and his idea and the philosophy of what he wanted to do to build a program was all aligned with things that I believe in as well. And so I was really sold on him as a leader. And like I said, it was an easy choice to come back.
What are some differences in the, I guess, technical differences of how you're coaching an O-line in this air raid system versus how you were before?
It was a coach. It was 10 personnel every play, drop back pass every play. So you're geared more towards everything being around pass pro. Here we focus a lot more. We're going to have more focus in the run game as we did in that offense, but we're still going to throw it around. And so it's been good. There's a few little. The schemes are pretty much the same. There's some fundamental differences that we teach a little bit than we did the first time I was here. But it's been good. Like I said, I really like what we're doing. I think it's a great offense.
Who's been maybe most consistent performer for you so far through spring camp?
Connor Gomez, without a doubt. That kid is really, I couldn't say enough good things about him right now. Just really stepped into a leadership role, taking ownership of the group. He's doing everything right now. And so I've been really, really, really pleased and happy with what he's done for us as a program.
Did you have some priorities for yourself or for your group that you wanted to get done before the end of spring, given the moving pieces?
We just want to, the biggest thing is build a foundation. We want to get in there. We want to learn the fundamentals. We want to learn the schemes, all the nuances within that, get some great tape. We want to establish, kind of some continuity. We're trying to create an identity right now, creating the continuity that goes in with that. But we'll get a lot of good tape, a lot of things that we'll be able to be way more familiar when we start fall camp.